Good morning, children. Today we are going to learn civics lesson number 7, markets around us. What do you mean by market? Market means it's a place where buying and selling takes place, and the buying and selling is done with the help of money. So now we are going to see, and when the buyer and the seller, buyer means one who buys and seller means one who sells. So the buyer wanted to buy the things at a less price and the seller wanted to sell it at the maximum price. So there is always bargaining between the buyers and the sellers. And the trading means that is to give satisfaction to the customers. So that is key to the success of trading. And now you can see so many marketing organization competing with each other, providing the maximum satisfaction to the customers. Customers means to the buyers. When we buy a thing, we have to give money. And why do we buy the things? It's for our needs and wants to get satisfaction. That is the reason why we buy things from the market. And some of the goods can be used straight away directly when we buy it. Now let us see the importance of a market. Marketing establishes a link between producers and consumers through traders. So now the link means connection between, relation between, and that is the consumers and the producers. Traders buy finished goods from the producers and sell them to the customers. Now what do you mean by finished goods? Finished goods means that can be ready to be used. That is called the finished goods. When the traders buy things from the producers, traders means the persons who sell it, and then producers means the people who make it. So the traders will see the distance between the place of production and the market or place of consumption. That is the time lag between the production and the consumption. How the production and the consumption. Suppose if there is a vegetable seller, then he has to see how long he has to travel to reach to the market. If the market is in a far off places, then all his things will get spoiled. So the distance and the time is to be taken care of. Marketing doesn't means only about selling things. It involves many other activities such as identifying the buyers, finding out their preferences, persuading them to buy goods, negotiating the terms of sale, mode of delivery, and terms of payment, and the other things. That means the after sale services. Now children, nowadays there it is the online shopping is going on. So that is also finding out the ways how the things can be sold to the customers, to the buyers. Next one, benefits of marketing. What are the benefits of marketing? Marketing helps in improving the people's standard of living by offering a wide variety of goods and services. It treats the customer as king, that is, as the most important person. So every customer can choose his own choice. Nobody can force you to buy anything from the market. So that is the reason why the customers are said to be the king. He can take his own decision whether to buy or not to buy. Now it tells the producers how it is useful to them. It generates employment in the production and distribution sectors. It explores the export market for goods, and marketing helps in developing economic resources of the country. Then it makes large scale production of goods possible, which is very cost effective. Now the next point is channels of distribution. There are two broad categories, that is the direct channels and the indirect channels. Let us start with the direct channels. When the producers sell their goods directly to the consumer, it is an example of direct channel. So in that there is no middleman present between the producer and the consumer. There can be two types of direct channels, that is traveling salesperson and retail shops or showrooms. The producers employ salesperson and they will meet the people door to door without the interference of the middleman. In that we have got the benefit of price less. In this form of direct selling, the salesperson tell the customers about the special features of the product, the qualities, how it can be useful, how it is used. All things are told to the customers by the salespersons. Now let us see the indirect channels. There can be four types of indirect channels. First number, retailers. Second number, wholesalers. And the third number is wholesalers and retailers. Then the last one, agent, wholesalers and retailers. So this is the way indirect selling is done by the people. Those who are engaged in retail trade are called retailers. So the producers supply goods directly to the retailers. Then they will sell to the consumers. And wholesalers means they supply the goods in bulk to the wholesalers, and who in return directly sell these goods in small quantities to the consumers. So if you go to the market, you can see wholesale shops, wholesale market, then the retail markets, and if you can buy things from those places by giving money. Wholesalers, they will give in small quantities to the customers also. Next point is types of trade. So buying and selling of goods and services within a country is called internal trade or home trade. It includes two forms of marketing, namely wholesale and retail. Wholesale marketing means buying goods in bulk quantities from the manufacturers and then selling them to the retailers and to the industrial users in relatively small quantities. Those who are engaged in wholesale trade are called wholesalers. Some of your parents may be that wholesalers or retailers, so you know what is trade, what is business, how the things are bought and sold. So you are having a clear idea, picture of that. Wholesalers do not directly sell to the consumers. What do? They mainly are involved in buying, storing and supplying goods. A wholesaler has to bear the risk of damage and change of demand, then the price fluctuations. He has to see all these things. So sometimes the prices of the commodities things rise up, sometimes the same price of the commodity falls down. So the wholesaler has to see all these things, and he act as two-way channel between the producers and the retailers. This is about the wholesale marketing. They keep an eye on the changing market trend. Market trend means it can change at any time. Sometimes the demands increases, sometimes there is no demand, the supply falls. All these things the wholesalers keep an eye on all these things. Next one, retail marketing. Retail trade refers to buying of goods from wholesalers or manufacturers and selling them directly to the consumers. So they do not have direct link with the manufacturers as they purchase product from the wholesalers. They act as middlemen between the wholesalers and the consumers. Now let us see about the fixed prices and the flexible prices. Most of the shops sell things at a fixed price, but you can see some of the shop where bargaining is going on, where there is bargaining, and they bring the price of the goods down. So this you can see everywhere. In fixed price, the seller charges the same price for a product from all customers. So, what is the advantage of this? It builds customers' confidence in the seller. It helps both the buyers and the seller as they need not waste time bargaining. People with weak bargaining power prefer fixed prices. So you can see that the same product is sold to different people at different prices. So that create confusion in the minds of the people. Now let us see what is flexible price. That means the seller sells similar quantities to different buyers at different prices. The final price is determined by bargaining. The people who have got good bargaining power can gain advantage from this flexible price. So here you have seen that there is different types of market, and market means all about buying and selling things. And then you can see that different types of trade, then different types of buyers, all these things that you see around you, these all things you know, that you when you go to the market you can see fixed prices, you can see bargaining, you can see quality of the things. They give explanation to this product. So in this way this lesson is complete, and you read the lesson thoroughly.